What is up, everybody? It's Revv time. Today I want to talk about micro pitch shifting and how cool that sounds. Now that goes back in the day to one of the most recognizable, not to do like a deep dive, would be Van Halen, kind of the 5150 era. And what you're hearing right now is a stereo micro pitch shift. That goes all the way back to ultra harmonic. I think it's the 910 Eventide. And engineers used to take those because they were in mono, and they would use one on each side in stereo with the pitch just slightly shifted up and down on either side. It would make these really broad guitar tones. So if I shut the effect off, still sounds really cool, but with the effect on, it gives this kind of thicker, more spread out tone. So right now you're hearing it in stereo. I'm using my Eventide H9 and I have it set up with the micro pitch shift algorithm, which is really, really close to the original. I would say closer to like the H3000. So right now you're hearing a delay. So what I'm going to do, because that's not as common, especially back in the day, is I'm going to go ahead and turn that delay off. So now you're just hearing the straight ahead micro pitch shifts. So the way I'm doing it is I've got the G20. I'm using the effects loop of the G20 for the Eventide. And then I'm also using the effects return of the D20 so that we can be in stereo, because the effects, or I should say the power section between the two amps is exactly the same. So you can see on the G20, I've got it dialed up, second channel, no aggression mode or anything like that. And then you can see the D20, I have that set up with everything zeroed out because I'm only using the power section. So if you want to hear one side or the other, I can turn off one side. So the pitch shift on the left side is the G20. I can turn that off and we can just listen to the right side, which is going into the effects return of the D20. And the D20 is actually pitched down, and then the G20 side is pitched up. And normally it's around 9 cents, but I've got it set up on here at about 11 cents. So I'll go ahead and turn both sides back on. So here's off. Here's on. Yeah, it was just a really fat sounding thing, and of course it was great for solos. Here's off. Here's back on. Now I can make this even thicker by turning up the mix a little bit. And the other thing I like to do is add delay. So if I add, like around, 200 something milliseconds, we can, somewhere in that range. Well, probably not that much. 220 is cool. It's just another kind of effect. Now, because I'm only employing the delay on the one side of the mix, it just sounds that much more spread out. yeah, I just thought this would be kind of a fun video. You know, I don't want you guys to think that this is the end-all way to dial in like the Eventide settings. This isn't really an Eventide demo, but I thought I'd go ahead and at least get the settings in front of you so you could see what I did. Yeah, it's one of those really great sounds. It's not chorusing, because chorusing is kind of a different deal. Even though it sounds similar, it's really not. Micro pitch shift is just such a cool trick that's kind of coming back around. So I thought it'd be fun to just goof around with that and let you guys check it out. So as always, I really appreciate you tuning in, and we will see you next time.